Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, well, you may have guessed it, we're in downtown Kato Paphos. We've got views to die for, the sea is blue, the sky is blue, all that's missing is you. And I missed the bit that I'm dressed head to toe in blue, but hey, it's not scripted. Look at that for a view, absolutely incredible. Receiving LaBouffe has found a new friend. That's it. She's found herself a sausage dog. Now she's going to get herself a bit of bacon and a bat and yummy, yum, yum, yum. That's for sure. There we go. That's the Captain's Bistro, and upstairs has got its very own restaurant. Then there's the Blue Memories gift shop, and then we come to one of our very popular, one of our favourite little cafe restaurants, and that's the Moorings on the end there. And then there's an ice cream sort of parlour selling this fancy upmarket ice cream on waffles and in fancy cones, that kind of thing. And then next to that, well, we have a couple of superstars about to board a plane in a few days, and they can stay at the Royal, and we haven't forgotten you, Miss Sissy. We love having little conversations with you online, and we're looking forward to meeting you. And I've got a feeling that one day you're going to be sitting in that place, which is the English Rose Cafe. And I think you'll be sitting there one day, and I think you'll either chuck something at us or shout at us. That's for sure. Let's see if you're
Don't get frozen.
I think she's confused her English. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let me show you the view. Yes, Cassidia?
Doggy.
Well, if you'd have heard what I was saying Receivia LaBouffe has found a little bit of sausage. Now she wants a bit of bacon and a bat.
I know.
Lovely, lovely. There we go. That's for sure. Yeah. There we are. So the final one before we start into the harbour. Guess what? It's called the Harbour. And that's that cafe over there. Often at night time on the night shift, say about 4 o'clock onwards, you'll find a rather nice guy. His name's Tito. Black trousers, white shirt, and he walks up to you with a tomato ketchup bottle and squirts it at you, but it's not actually tomato ketchup. His job is to bring you in. His job is to provide protection and a natter, shall we say. Anyway, the first of our Gumbarus, there he is. Mr. Konstantinos. You all right? Good? Yes?
Hello.
Yes.
Morning.
He's having a good day. You can tell that because his wife's not here. Because that means she's emptied his pockets and she's gone off somewhere to spend his money. I think she's over there. Is that your wife? No, not his wife. Not quite as beautiful. His wife is far too beautiful. There we go. This is what he does. He puts your name or your slogan on a grain of rice. He then pops it into one of these different shaped little bottles. And then you can have it on a bracelet or on a pendant in all sorts of different colours, as we can see. And he also does seashells. And you can have your name put on them as well. So, for example, he would write on there, I love Katerina, because that's his wife. There we go. Thanks, Mr. Customer. He's an absolute star. He really is. Starts very early. He starts here at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and he works through till about 11 o'clock at night. There's Mark Handy in the background. And there we go. There's Mr. The busiest hair Use my English. The busiest hair braider in the whole of Paphos. Look at that for a smile. Look at that.
Hello.
The look of horror.
Hello.
The real look of horror as we arrive. No, he's a nice guy. This is what he does. Small sponges, big sponges, medium sponges, and bloody big sponges. That's what he does. He sells a lot of sponges. He also has got a new radio. Look at that. He's got a new radio.
Yeah.
Have you tuned
How
into...
you noticed it?
That's the first time I've noticed. Quite nice, that.
Yeah. That is nice.
I was hoping he would be tuned into Marika and me, but he's not. Never mind. Right. Good to see you.
Well, Mr. Paul always finds how to make a joke of something little.
Something. I always try. Are you busy, Mr. Chris?
No.
Not. Yeah, it's too early, isn't it? It's too hot.
Why?
Yeah. But a bit later on, it will boot up because that's his caricature. I wonder if that was done by Mr. Hector. No. If it was, I wouldn't pay him. I wouldn't pay him. That's for sure. Anyway, there we go. Mr. Chris has got a son, and that Mr. Chris, his son is called Mike, and he's got a diving business. Operates to the rear of the Almira and hotel, that is, somewhere up there. We're going to find him one day and have a chat with him. But anyway, into the blue. He's on TripAdvisor. He's PADI registered. And if you want to go snorkeling, super diving, all that sort of thing, that's the man to go and see. And he actually has a good smile, just like his father. See that smile? And he has the same because I've seen a picture of him. Thank you, Mr. Chris. Thank you very much. Here we are, Mr. Hector. There he is. This is what Mr. Hector does. He's a very, very good artist indeed. If you go hunting back in some of our videos, you'll actually find us catching him drawing someone, which he does all the time. And he does portraits and he does caricatures. Obviously the most popular thing is a caricature because that's much faster. It takes around about 10 to 15 minutes, and again he's a really nice guy. There we go.
Я сейчас объясню ему.
Если возможно.
Да, я многие не увидят это, потому что только наша. Alex, я понимаю.
Если можно.
Thanks, Protector. Thank you. Right, the next lady is Miss Lena, and she is a rival hair braider. So there's plenty of scope out here, there's plenty of business, and there she is. She doesn't realise we've arrived yet. Kalimera, you alright? Good? There we are. So she's just setting up. So here you go, if you want your hair done with a pinky with a bit of glitter in. There's all sorts of beads in there. She's got all the time in the world for you. Whether you're an adult or a child, come down, choose your picture, choose your design, choose whatever you want, and that's the lady who'll do it for you. How much do you charge?
Which one's different
Well,
price?
so what's the cheapest and then what's the dearest?
5-10 euro is the cheaper
Yeah.
and more.
Yeah, right. So starts off 5-10 euros, so 10 euros, yeah, and then goes up to €1 million. Yes, up to €1 million.
Maybe.
Maybe if you want diamonds, maybe. So about 10 euros. Thanks for doing. She is a really nice guy and girl, and she does speak very good English, as you can see. She obviously speaks Bulgarian because she is Bulgarian. She speaks quite good Russian because, well, most Bulgarians speak Russian, and she speaks pretty good Greek because she's lived here for most of her life.
The older people, they used to learn in Bulgaria Russian. They used to have at schools Russian language. Not so often now, but the youngsters don't really know. Unless if they know from the grandfathers, the Russian language, I mean.
Yeah, there we go. Right, and then the last business on here before we actually get to the harbour is commonly known as the wood kiosk, and there it is. So it's got a bit of wood on it, that's for sure. And it's got all sorts of things for sale. Unfortunately, one of the things it lacks to sell is that. So I don't frequent it that often, shall we say. Anyway, now here's a man who's had some new signs. There he is. There's the tongue. So we know it is him. That is Big Phil. And they've had some lovely new signs made. Look at that. So they're showing you now the beauty and the spectacality of their beautiful boat, which has a glass bottom, and it's got a fun slide. So basically what this thing does out, it goes out for about 2.5 hours. It goes over a shipwreck. It then docks somewhere, and then you can go swimming and you can go down the fun slide. Welcome.
Today the first day for 2.5 hours. 3 o'clock and finish 5:30 with a slide and light lunch.
Oh, wow. Hey, so that's the bit I forgot. So, you can see the big boat. It's got a big slide. So they go out over a shipwreck, and you might see some turtles and other bits and bobs. And look at that. I can see there, Captain Hassan and his friend Hassan is in the background. So you get a nice light lunch. It's also got a bar, so you can get a nice little drink. And there's the glass bottom, and there's some of the shipwreck, and look, there's a turtle, and look, there's a lady sunbathing, and there's a bunch of people swimming, and there's a man just gone down the slide, there's another bunch of people swimming, there's another slide picture, and there's another slide picture. In fact, that looks a lot more fun than when we went on it. It's now 2.5 hours. If you're an adult, it's 25 euros, but remember, you're getting lunch, and if you're a child, it's 10 euros. If you're less than 2, which Gracivia is, it's free.
I would like to say that anything is more than 2 hours. Yeah, you have to provide the food.
Yeah.
Whereas some light snacks or snakes or whatever you provide.
Snakes. She likes the snakes.
Welcome guys, every
guy.
day
Every
on the
day.
Paphos Harbour.
We will come.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy. So just so you understand where he is,
Good
that's
price.
the wood kiosk. So just after the wood kiosk is where you find him. And his tongue, if you're in any doubt, say to him, where's your tongue and where's your hat? And there's his hat. Okay? But today is very hot and very, very sticky indeed. That is for sure. Have a look at that view because it truly is spectacular. And it's the greatest view as it goes into the Paphos Castle and the Paphos Harbour. Have a look at that.
I would like to say that it's very, very nice weather today. A bit humid, I would say, but the rest, it's paradise. It's a paradise, Mr. Paul.
Right, so if you're thinking about coming on your holidays, Paphos is one of the greatest places in the world. We understand it's got competition, but it's certainly up there with the greatest place in the world. So get yourself on a big bird or on a canoe, whichever is easiest, and start paddling. Whether you're coming for a weekend, it's not that far, a week, a fortnight, or in my case, the rest of your life, get yourself down to Paphos and join us as we enter what's known as the start to the Kato Paphos Harbour area, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place on a beautiful, beautiful day. Have a look at that. Now, the guy we've just passed is a truly, truly great artist, but he has, shall we say, some...
Hello.
He doesn't want to be on camera. He's very, very shy indeed, and when I say shy, I mean shy. No problem when you walk up to him to ask him to draw you a sketch or a picture, and he truly is a very, very good artist indeed, and I mean very, very good indeed. He is. Now, the next man on our travels, we call him Mr. Everyday the same. There he is. And he's got some new signs as well, because obviously they all work with the same company. Yes, yes.
Every day the same?
You can see he's taken the fun out of it. He's got the joke.
Now he likes, before I know like...
I know. He's a great guy. He is a superstar. To start with, I think he annoyed us and we annoyed him. Now we're friends.
Yeah,
now he likes
before
us.
I know.
Yeah, that's right.
He was going to say before I didn't.
Yes, that's right.
And now he likes you.
So now we're friends. We had a few conversations off camera, if you understand, and we crossed that bridge, and somehow we communicated, somehow we understood now what we're trying to do, and we're all friends. There we go. That is the King's Restaurant, sitting on the harbour. The next one to it is Theo's Restaurant. Guess what? Sitting on the harbour. And the next one along, well, that's the most famous one on the harbour, and it's simply more famous than the rest of them because one, it's been here much, much longer, but two, it's got a different boss, shall we say. It's not owned by a mere mortal like you and me. It's actually owned by an absolute superstar, and it's not even human. It's owned by a pelican. And her name is Miss CoCo, and somewhere around here she will be. We just don't know where. Where is Miss CoCo? Is she inside?
She's watching on Netflix.
Yep. As Graciela Boucher said, she probably is watching Netflix. But there he is. There's Marinos. He is a superstar. He's going to treat himself to a new S-Class, that's for sure. Anyway, now there's a man there, and tradition says that we shake hands. There you go. You all right?
See you later.
Busy?
All right.
Yeah, not too bad. He's pretty busy. Now, this one is the Gelamo, which is possibly the greatest cafeteria in the whole of the Paphos district. The next one along is Sail at the Castle, which again, I'm going to show you, is pretty busy. Have a look at that. In the background there is the most famous man on the harbour, Six Pack Andy. Very, very busy indeed. And then the last one along, the last watering hole, should we say, before you hit the fort or the harbour, there he is. The man known as Mr. Ooh Ooh.
It's just too hot today. It's too hot.
Mr.
I'm going to take some shade now. It's been a little while.
Mr. Ooh 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 Ooh
Oh,
Ooh
la,
Ooh
la.
la 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 la
Number
la
one.
Henry, there he is. And he is in charge of this place. And that place is Stevie's. Great cocktail bar, does a nice breakfast and that sort of thing. We'll see you later, Mr. Henry. He is a nice guy. Very, very nice guy indeed. Look at those pancakes, Graciela Boucher.
I think one day we should change our habits.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Wow.
One day we should change our habits. And I understand many people are creatures of habits. But one day we should, it is. We should eat here.
There he is.
Here.
She's arrived. CoCo has arrived. She is
And
actually
the
at
fish
the
is-
wrong...
the fish is
Yeah,
here.
there she is. Miss CoCo, the most famous person on the whole harbour area. Hey, Cokes, how you doing? How you doing, Cokes? Cokes? There she goes. Are you coming for a walk, Cokes?
He said, what are you talking with my friend?
as you can see, an absolute superstar in her own right, that's for sure. Right, let's take you out and show you the beauty and the spectacality of the harbour area. There is my boat, and there's some smaller boats, and of course one or two quite big boats in the distance. So you've got all the fishing boats, you've got the harbour patrol boats up there. So if you do something naughty, well, they're going to come and find you and they'll lock you up, that's for sure. Little fishing boats over yonder, and then some further ruins, and then that is the end of the Paphos Harbour area. Just over there is the fort as they come round. And just over there, further on, is the blue Mediterranean Sea. But as usual, we have lost Gracevia Labouf. Perhaps she's going to go in the shade, and perhaps she's going to pirouette or do something for us.
What you just missed, Mr. Paul, I was saying, Coco, don't be angry on me. I love you. Every time I was saying, I love you, I was saying, Coco, I love you. You know, Coco.
Show us the rear end, you. Right. Sit with us as we walk out a little bit further. Right. I've swallowed my tongue, that's for sure. Take over, Gracevia.
Oh, I've swallowed my tongue.
Yeah.
Don't say my word combination.
Ah, well, you steal my English, so I'm stealing a little bit of Gracevia Labouf. You're allowed. How many other people's English and French and German and Spanish and things have you stolen? A lot. Do you speak Chinese?
Yes, 你好，你是广广吗？是雀雀。
Are you a cat?
你好。
Right, should we tell the people before we go what Ochin Gracevia Labouf actually means?
Very beautiful love.
Well, that's too simple. The way you do it is this. So I gave my beautiful Armenian wife a superstar name, and that name is Miss Ochin Gracevia Labouf. Now, in plain simple English, what does Ochin mean?
Very
Gracevia
beautiful
Labouf.
love.
So, in plain simple English, she is Miss Ochin Gracevia Labouf, or Miss Very Beautiful Love.
Thank you.
Thanks
Mr.
for watching.
Paul. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And lovely being with you, as always. Bye.
If you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. I don't know why I'm standing like this, but there you go. Hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of our madness. Gracevia is trying to sneak up, so I'll allow her to sneak up on me. There we go. Come, sneak up and do something silly, Gracevia. She's not listening to a word I say. There she is in the background. That's it. Hit the wall. Why not?
Oh, hello, mister.
Mr. Shamak. There he goes.
Now you're in.
Thanks for watching.